Alright, so today I skipped a trade early on, and that one decision literally made my entire day. Most traders would have taken that setup, but I didn't, and I'll show you exactly why. Let's break it down. Here is the 15-minute chart before the market opened. Honestly, I didn't have a strong bias here. The only thing I had marked was the weekly gap zone. I was just waiting for the market to create more structure before forming any directional bias. Now, around 11:10, price retraced back into the 9:30 15-minute Fairway gap. We started seeing rejection from this zone, and this is where the first possible setup began forming. Now, if you look at the 1 minute here, there was a setup formed, but I decided to skip this trade. It's for two main reasons. First, the stop loss was around 60 points, and personally, I don't take trades where there is more than 40-point SL. Second, price did not retrace to the 50% of the 15-minute Fairway gap. Usually, when that midpoint is not respected, I avoid the setup completely. Now, after that, around 11:26, we get a clean 5-minute breaker formation. You can see the price was respecting that breaker, and this is where the market started giving a much better structure and a clearer direction to the upside. So I dropped down to the 1 minute time frame, and here I can see the setup forming. This time everything aligned properly, clean structure, manageable stop loss of about 35 points, clear upside target of about 120 points. So I took this trade. Price moved well in my favor and came very close to the full target, just about 5 points away. But then momentum started slowing down and I saw signs of reversal. So instead of holding and hoping, I closed the trade early around the 400s and locked in about 80 points. That turned out to be a good decision because after that, the market continued moving lower for the rest of the day. Now, later in the session, around 150, price came into the 115 15-minute Fairway gap. You can clearly see that zone was respected, and this gave another potential setup opportunity. Dropping to the 1 minute time frame, a clean setup formed here. This one was more controlled and structured compared to the earlier move, so I took this trade as well. And this time, price moved cleanly to the downside and hit the target. This was around a 48-point move and a solid second trade for the day. So overall, it was a clear downtrend day. There were basically two setups that I took. The first one I closed early and secured around 80 points, and the second one was a clean move that hit the full target for about 48 points. So in total, around 128 points captured for the day. Overall, pretty solid execution, and more importantly, good discipline throughout the session. Today wasn't about taking every setup, it was about discipline early and execution later. Skipping that first trade honestly made the entire day. So yeah, that was today's session. I post these breakdowns every single day. Real trades, real process, nothing fancy. If you're trying to improve your trading, feel free to subscribe and follow along. And I'll see you in the next one.